Good morning, children. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children. So last class, where we stopped? Aman Shakir, are you a new student? Aman Shakir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children. We just discussed about the Constitution of 1791, right? Do you remember what all provisions are included in the Constitution of 1791? And Mary?
Ma'am, last class I was not there.
So you should watch the recorded versions, right? Why you are saying excuses like that? How you will study or how you will prepare for the exam if you were not there for the class? Nirubama? According to the Constitution of 1791, what all provisions are included in the Constitution? Which are the provisions included in that one? Is she there, Nirupama? Who can say the answer? That's better, I think.
Ma'am, which one?
And you didn't start that part.
I didn't start it?
No, you just said that about the revolution starting. You didn't said about the constitution.
Sorry. Because other two classes it is over. I got less periods for you. Oh, sorry, children. Okay, children. So where we stopped then? The revolution started. Is that we discussed?
No, ma'am.
No. No.
Think so.
Okay, children. So I have told you Louis XVI, he wanted to impose further taxes. Okay. Then he called out an assembly of a state general. A state general, it means that it is a political body in which all three representatives, means all three estates needed to send their representatives. Okay. Then, but till that time, it was a custom in France that, what was their custom? Each estate had only one vote. Okay, but this time, third estate, that means the middle class people, did not agree with the suggestion. Okay, they asked or they demanded each one of them would get a chance to vote. Okay, but the king was not ready for, means he did not accepted this principle, means what all things they demanded, he was not ready to accept it. Okay, so the third estate members walked out from the assembly hall. Okay, and again they gathered in an open tennis court. They gathered in an open tennis court and they declared themselves as National Assembly. They declared themselves as National Assembly and they swore they won't dispose. Okay, they won't dispose until they draft a constitution for France. Okay, then these people was busy, means the National Assembly was busy with drafting the constitution. This time the king sent his troops. Okay, he sent his troops to attack the people. Okay, means the third estate members while they were busy with the constitution. Okay, and rumors was spread among village to village that the king sent his troops to destroy the crops. Okay, there was a rumor spread among the village that the king is sending, okay, he is sending his troops to destroy the crops. So this news feared the peasants. Okay, they become frightened about this. Okay, and what they have done, they attacked. Okay, they attacked Bastille. That part we have taken. Bastille, they have demolished Bastille, the prison.
Yes, ma'am, that part you took.
Yes, yes, the 14th July 1789, they demolished Bastille Fortress prison and they released the prisoners. Okay, and they released the prisoners and its strong fragments they sold in the market. Okay, and soon after, next time means the king, the peasants attacked. Okay, Chattox. I have told you it is a castles belong to the nobles and the clergies. Okay, big houses like Benklaus. The peasants attacked Chattox. Okay, and they captured, they seized hoes and pitchforks. That means tools used for the cultivation. Okay, they seized hoes and pitchforks and burnt the records, okay, which contained the manorial dues. Manorial dues is the dues means that the land cultivated by the peasants is not owned by them. Okay, they have cultivated on the land, means the land which was owned by the clergy and the nobles. I have told you 90% of the population of France was peasants. Okay, but the land they cultivated was owned by, okay, it was it was owned by the clergies and the nobles. So the peasants needed to pay a fees, means a rent to those those who cultivated. So they burnt the manorial dues, the records, they burnt the records which contained the manorial dues. Okay, and so many people participated in the revolution. Many people were killed. Okay, and the clergy, many clergies and the nobles fled from France to neighboring countries in order to save their life. Okay, because that was the severe condition happened during this time. And finally, Louis XVI approved, okay, he approved the constitution drafted by the National Assembly. Okay, he has no other way because the peasants, they reacted. Okay, they reacted very strong against the injustice rule of Louis XVI. Okay, they demolished the Bastille. That marked the beginning of the French Revolution. And also they attacked the castle, okay, of nobles and clergy. Okay, and they seized, they captured hoes and pitchforks, tools used for the cultivation, that all they captured. Okay, and have taken, and burnt the manorial dues. Okay, manorial due, it means that the land they cultivated, the peasants cultivated in the land, it is owned by clergy and the nobles. So they needed to pay, the peasants needed to pay a rent, okay, for the land those who cultivate. Okay, so they burnt all the records contained the manorial dues. Okay, I think still here we have discussed. Let me share the screen, children. Okay. So, peasants in several districts seized hoes and pitchforks. What is hoes and pitchforks? Tools. Hoes and pitchforks. These are the tools used for cultivation. They captured it. Okay. And they looted hoarded grains. They looted hoarded grains and burned down the documents contain records of manorial dues. Okay, I have told you they burnt. Okay, they burnt or they set on fire the records of the manorial dues. And a large number of nobles fled from their homes. In order to save their life, a large number of nobles fled from their homes. And finally, Louis XVI accorded recognition to the National Assembly. Finally, Louis XVI, he approved, okay, the National Assembly, and he accepted that his power would checked by a constitution. Okay, so this date, it is very important, children. On 4th August 1789, Assembly passed a decree, passed a law, okay, abolishing the feudal system of obligations and taxes. All those taxes prevalent during this time. That means to the church, to the nobles. Okay, so all that types of taxes were abolished. Okay, 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree abolishing the feudal system of obligations and taxes. All such taxes, feudal taxes, were abolished. And members of the clergy were forced to give up their privileges. Okay, there won't be any privileged class after this. Okay, all means clergy and the nobles, they forced to give up their privileges. Tithes were abolished. What is tithe?
Taxes.
Yeah,
Tax.
tax. Yeah, tax given to the church. Okay, tithes were abolished and the land owned by the church were confiscated. Okay, some lands, most of the land were owned by the nobles and the clergy people, that all were taken to the government. Okay, so this was a remarkable step in the French Revolution, okay, because the people showed their strength. Okay, they can do something against the injustice or the cruel injustice monarch of France. So the members of the clergy, they were forced to give up all their privileges. Tithes were abolished and land owned by the church were confiscated, means that it is taken by the government. And so this was the movement by the peasants, right? Troops moved to Paris. The king sent his troops to Paris to suppress the turmoil, to suppress all these things were happening on that country. And there was just a rumor spread, okay, that an order had been given to the troops to destroy the crops. Okay, it was only a rumor, but because of fear, peasants attacked Chataks. I have told you, what do you mean by Chataks? Usually one word questions used to come like this, okay? Castle, big bungalows, okay, actually castle, palace, like a palace, belonged to a king or a nobleman, and looted the people, the peasants, they looted the hoarded grains. Hoarded, what do you mean by hoarded? You know the meaning? Yes. Because they did not sell, they have just taken them in order to sell for at a higher price. Okay, so they have taken, they looted the hoarded grains, and records of manorial dues were set on fire. Okay, they burnt the records contain their rent that they needed to give to the clergy and the nobles. Okay, manorial dues. What is manorial dues? Fees that the peasants owe to the nobles and the landlords. It is the fees that they needed, the peasants needed to pay to the nobles and the landlords. It is the rent of the land where they cultivated. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then this is very important. This is the very important part of this lesson, children. And after this, there is no other way for Louis XVI. He approved the constitution and France became a constitutional monarchy. Vishnu Priya, can you tell me what you mean by constitutional monarchy? Unmute and tell me.
A monarchy which have constitution.
Monarchy?
I'm ruled by king, but rules are also there.
Yes. Yeah. It means that constitutional monarchy, it means that the king is there to rule the country, but he was limited. Means his powers, okay, would be limited by the constitution. Okay, is it clear, children? The France,
Yes, ma'am.
after this revolution, France become a constitutional monarchy. That means a monarchy or the monarch means a king is there to rule the country, but still his power would be checked by a constitution or limited by a constitution. And the National Assembly completed its draft, okay, constitution in the year 1791. Children, note down the dates. So history, you know that it's a record of many dates. Okay, so you should remember the dates. Okay, children, so the draft of the constitution was completed in the year 1791 and powers were spread among legislative, executive and judiciary instead of the king. So the king, till that time, the king alone who is making the decision, he is assisted by a group of ministers, but all powers was rested on the hands of the king. But after the revolution, the king could not means alone, okay, he cannot make his own decision alone. The powers were spread among the three organs of the government, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. And the other one, it is very important, children. There were two types of citizens, active and passive citizen. There were two types of citizen, active and passive citizens. Only active citizens above the age of 25 had the right to vote. So according to the constitution of 1791, these are the provisions. Just in the beginning, I have asked you a question. What all provisions are included in the constitution? The first one is that the king, okay, the king alone could not make his own decision. Instead, the powers were spread among legislative, executive and judiciary. That is the one provision. Okay. Second provision, there were two types of citizens, that is active and passive citizens. Only active citizens above the age of 25 had the right to vote. Okay, and women were not given the right to vote. So the question will come, who is an active citizen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, children, a person who paid the tax at least equal to the wages of a 3 days of a laborer, okay, were categorized as active citizen. See, just imagine my income. I am a daily wager. Okay, my income is 100 rupees. Per day, means per day I'm getting 100 rupees. So 3 days of my wages is equal to 300 rupees, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if I am paying taxes, okay, at least 300 rupees if I am paying as tax to the government, I would be categorized as an active citizen. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. See, children, according to the Constitution of 1791, there are two types of citizens. Who are they?
Active and passive.
Active and passive citizens. Okay. Only active citizens, yeah, only active citizens above the age of 25 had given the chance to vote. Okay, here what is our voting age, children, in India?
Above 80.
Above 80.
80.
Above 80 could able to vote. See, children, but here only active citizens, okay, were entitled to vote. Okay, passive citizens were not allowed to vote, and also women. Okay, women also were not given the chance to vote. Okay,
Yes,
so active citizen, who were active citizen, who were categorized as active citizen? A person who is paying the tax, okay, at least equal to the wages of a 3 days of a laborer. That means if my means per day my income, if it is 300 rupees, 3 days it means that 900 rupees. If that much amount, if I am paying to the government as taxes, okay, I will be an active citizen. So I can vote. I will get the chance to elect. Is it clear, children?
yes,
Clear
ma'am.
to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Rizwan, can you tell me who is an active citizen? Rizwan? John Samuel?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, who is an active citizen?
Ma'am.
Mm.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Who is, according to the Constitution of 1791, how many types, means it was categorized. Okay, people were categorized into 2 types. Which are they? See, my dear children, please listen to the class. And if I am asking any question, I am not getting any response from you. Only some are responding. Melvin, can you?
2 types would be
Mm.
active and passive.
Yes, active and passive. And who is active citizens?
The citizens which only the citizens which
Ah,
only the active citizens can
vote. Okay.
vote
See, yeah,
about
means
20
those who are paying the highest, means highest amount of tax. Is it clear, children?
Yes,
Those
ma'am.
who are paying the highest amount of tax were categorized as active citizen. At least 3 days, just 3 days of a laborer, means 3 days of the wages of a laborer. Okay, at least they need to pay as taxes. Only such peoples were entitled as active citizens. Is it clear, children? Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if I want to
Yes,
cast
sir.
vote, okay, if I want to cast vote, I would be, yes, I would be a person that is paying high amount of tax to the government.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
at
ma'am.
least my amount or my income, means the tax amount is equal to the 3 days of a laborer, 3 days wages, 3 days of the wages of a laborer. Okay. Okay, children, only such people can vote, or they were termed as active citizens. Okay, and who did not, okay, those people who were not paid that much amount were recognized as passive citizens. Okay, so do you think the Constitution had given equal right to everyone?
No.
No. Okay. No, children, because only those people who are very rich and who can pay high taxes to the government only were given or the chance to vote. That means that the people still were treated. Is it
Unequally.
equally? Is all of them have treated equally? No.
No.
Only
No.
equally.
Yes. Okay, so person who paid the tax at least equal to the wages of a 3 days of a laborer were categorized as active citizen, and those who did not were categorized as passive citizens. Okay, then I'll show you a diagram. Just listen to me, children. This is there in your textbook. Okay. Yeah. See, children, just see here, active citizens, okay, entitled to vote. Okay, that means about 4 million of a population of 28 million. That means if the total population of France, if it is 28 million, out of 4 million people, means those who paid the highest amount of taxes were categorized as active citizens, right? Okay, so these
Yes,
were
ma'am.
allowed to vote. Passive citizens, we know that no writing vote, about 3 million men. Okay, so about 4 million out of 28 million people, means population, out of 28 million, only 4 million people will choose as active citizens, those who are paying the high amount of tax to the government, and they will choose the electors. Electors, almost 50,000 men from among them. From these active citizens, they will elect the electors. Okay, almost 50,000 men. And these people, these electors, will choose the members of the National Assembly, almost 745 members.
Yes, ma'am.
See, children, active citizen, they will vote and elect the electors. Almost 50,000 men were elected as electors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then they will vote and they will choose the members for the National Assembly. That means 745 members, they were elected as the National Assembly. Okay, and this National Assembly had control over the king and also the ministers. Okay, when the king is assisted by a group of ministers, so this National Assembly had control over the king and the ministers, but still the king is enjoying the veto power. Have you heard about veto? Veto
Yes,
power?
ma'am.
Do you know what it is?
No, ma'am.
No. See, children, that means that if the king, okay, is not satisfied, means he has the right to cancel any laws made by the legislature. Okay, still some powers are rested on the king. Okay, see, children, just see this. I think it's the time to wind up our class. We have one more period. Just see this, children. Active citizen, they will elect the electors. Electors, they will vote and elect the National Assembly. National Assembly has control over the king and also about the ministers. Okay, but the veto power, that means it is rested on the hands of the king. See, children, active citizens had to elect the electors. Okay, almost 50,000 men they will elect as the electors. Okay, and electors had to elect the National Assembly and judiciary. The members of the judiciary also they will elect. Okay, and National Assembly had control over the king and the group of ministers, but the king still enjoyed the veto power. Okay, veto, it means that it's a right to reject a decision taken by the law-making body. But the king still enjoy the veto power. He can reject or he can cancel any decision taken by the National Assembly. Okay, so these all are the provisions of the Constitution of 1791. Okay, children, this point I will explain in the next class also. I will just start with the same points. Okay, so this is very important, the Constitution of 1791. Even though the people of France, they struggled to get, to be free, but still the Constitution did not give an equal opportunity to all. Okay, there are some problems still was existed. Okay, that we will discuss on the next class. See, children, when you come for the next class, take your textbook and sit with your textbook. I'll give you some questions. Okay, I'll give you some questions that answer you can mark in your textbook. Okay, the summary, summary I was sent through the WhatsApp. I will upload in the website also, so that you need to take a printout and you have to keep, you have to file it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this question you just write in your textbook, and the answers also I will make you to mark in the textbook. So it will easy for you to study, prepare for the exam. But you should read the read the textbook thoroughly. You should familiar with the textbook, because next year you are going to face the board. This year you are facing the board exam, but next year 10th, you know, you can't expect social. It's very different. We can expect the question from each and every line of the textbook. So make it a habit. Now itself, read the textbook. Okay, read the textbook thoroughly. Okay, children. See you on the next class. Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.